Hello, everyone. This is Shani, the hospice social worker. So I just kind of want to get on here for a little bit and talk to y'all. I'm sitting in my vehicle, so it's like dark. I can't get it brighter in here. I was trying before I went live, but it's dark in here. I just want to get on for a little bit and just kind of talk about you never know who's watching. I was having a conversation earlier with my friend, my prayer partner, and we were just talking about our life and how it has been over the last year. And a lot of times, we be going through different things, and God really has been calling us to a place of obedience. And some people don't want to see you succeed. Some people don't want to see those things. And so sometimes we get so focused on who might be looking at your downfall that we don't realize that there's a whole bunch of other people that are looking for an example of how to walk this life out, because they haven't got to a place to where they seek God and they're going into the Word of God to find the answers and asking for understanding. And so they're looking to us, whether we know it or not, for an example on how to walk their life out or how to handle certain situations. And so it blessed me today when we was having that conversation, because it's like, yeah, you never know who is watching you and why they're watching you. It's easy to be like, oh, the devil, the spirits, the demonic, and all this type of stuff. But the reality is there are some people out here that are just looking for an answer on how to walk through whatever storm or whatever season they're going through in life. And so yeah, it's just like we have to keep walking and working as though we're working unto the Lord, because there's so many people that are watching us and looking for these answers. Earlier today, because I work with a lot of medical professionals, and today I was sitting in our break room, conference room area, and I was talking to an admission nurse. She was getting ready to do some training to all the nurses that are a part of my team. And I was just in there, just kind of like wasting a little time, I guess you can say, until their training actually started. And one of the LPNs said to me, Shani, I gotta tell you something. And I was like, okay. She was like, I was talking about you. And because I was talking about you, I might as well go ahead and tell you to your face what I was talking about. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, what is that? And she was like, I was talking to the other LPN and I was telling her, man, that Shani is so smart. And I was looking at her like, what? Me? Smart? Like, why you say that? And she's like, I listen to you when we be in meetings. And she was like, everything that you say just be so intelligent. She's like, you always have good information to share. You always, just always sound like you know what you're talking about. And you just sound very professional and you articulate well. And I was like, oh, really? It kind of threw me back because I be feeling like the odd man out. There's two of us social workers that are on the team, and we don't know a lot of medical things. We're learning medical things, but that's just not really our field. It's not for us to know about any of those things. And so a lot of times they are talking about stuff that is way over my head and over our heads. And so when I do have some input and when I do have something to say, I be feeling the same way. I be feeling as though whatever I'm saying is going over their heads and that they don't really understand or recognize what I'm talking about. But for her to say that, it just made me realize that, because she had a different opinion about me. She thought that I was very quiet and I pretty much just stayed to myself. And I can be like that, but I am working on not being that way. I am working on being more of an outgoing person and one that talks to people. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Dietrich. I didn't even see you were on there. Hi, Erica. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever, girl. But anyway, so I do kind of stay to myself. I don't really talk to a lot of people. And so a lot of people don't they have certain thoughts about me until they get to know me. And so now it's like when I hear these things, I'm learning to embrace them, because there was a time when I didn't know how to accept the compliment. I didn't know how to take that. And so now when people say those types of things to me, I try to make sure that I don't get all weird and be like, oh no, not me or whatever. But anyway, so it just made me realize that you have to represent well. You have to, I'm gonna say this a lot. You have to work as though you're working unto the Lord. It is so important. It is so important, because you just never know. You just never know who's watching you. Just never know who is looking to you for that answer. And when you're in a place like social work, or the helping profession, you become the expert in helping people. And people are always looking for some type of answer. People are always looking for a resource or something, or they're looking to see how to handle a situation. And so I just kind of wanted to get on and talk about that. Today has been a very interesting day as a hospice social worker. It's been very eventful. There are some days when you have to do more to help someone. You have to do more. It requires more. And today for me was one of those days. And a lot of people have been trying to equate it to time and time change and all that type of stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, no, it's just some days you have more to do than other days. And today was one of them days where I just had more going on. And so, yeah. So y'all remember that. Y'all remember that people are always looking at us. People are always watching us, and just be mindful that not everybody is looking to point out a fault in you. Some people are looking for your example. Some people are looking for you as an answer to a question or answer to a situation to help them. Help them to be able to come through a season or a storm, or just a difficult time, or maybe even a good place. They just don't know how to walk it out. So just be mindful of that. I was reminded of that today, and it really blessed me to be able to know that people are not always watching to see something negative. Some people are watching for the good that's in you, so yeah. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm out here in my vehicle, so it's all dark and stuff. But I just wanted to share and get on here and talk to my people and get ready for tomorrow. So I hope y'all have a good night. It's Shani, the hospice social worker, and I will see y'all soon. Good night.